We don't do very many personal updates on this channel, but one of the things I've been doing a lot lately is gardening, trying to get into homesteading, and we got this big fenced-in area. I don't just do working out stuff. Like, this whole place is called Gym Farm. We got Gym Home, we got Gym Barn. I got connected with a guy recently, Cody Cooper, who's already done that full blown. He's got the Carolina Fitness Farm, and I'm like, whoa, that's what I want. I didn't know someone had done this. We're gonna be looking at something that's a farm with some gym aspect. So let's go check out what Cody's got going on. Hey guys, this gym has a goat. And we have chickens on this in this gym. on this gym. Guys, this is literally a gym farm, a farm with gyms on it. This is what I'm doing, but I didn't know you existed and you were doing this. My mind is blown. You should have seen me before we started filming. This is Cody. And you've been doing this you've been working out your whole life. You're obviously
I've been working out for a while.
Beyond belief.
Yeah, I was a natural pro bodybuilder for a little while. Been like 10 years since I competed, but I stay busy in the gym and on the farm. So that's what I do it now. But we've been doing this on the farm here for just over a year now. We bought the farm about a little over a year ago. Opened up for business about 4 months ago. So it's only been about 4 months that we've actually been hosting events and doing that kind of stuff. So
that is some rapid progress.
Yeah, we did it. We hit the ground running. Started off with just the farm and a little bit of a gym, and then slowly I've just been adding on more fitness as people have been interested in what we're doing and people want to be a part of it. I decided just to keep building and kind of take it to where it's at. I never intended on it being exactly what we have right now. It was never meant to be this. I mean, it was always going to be the fitness farm for me, but I didn't realize how big it was going to be as far as how much I was going to be able to share with the community and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So now here we are. We're able to host events. We had our biggest event this past weekend. There was 75 people for a class.
Wow.
So yeah, we're looking to kind of build off of that and do fitness competitions and private events and a whole bunch of stuff. So Mila's the youngest. You can hold her.
I've never held a goat. Oh.
So Mila stands for miracle or surprise, because she was our surprise baby on New Year's Eve. We had no idea that Mama Goat was pregnant when I got her.
Sam, I didn't know goats were so nice. I didn't know they're like this.
So yeah, especially when they've been socialized.
Wow, look at this. All right, guys, you're gonna laugh, but this is the first time I've ever actually held a chicken.
All right.
Yeah, I'm new to livestock. I don't have any. Real quick, since this is a fitness channel, how do you organize a day's, let's say you got a hard workout on a day, but you don't want to wear yourself out with doing this type of maintenance and this type of work. How do you work through that weekly workout schedule with all this stuff you got to do?
Sometimes obviously it does get in the way of my workouts, right?
Sure.
I've got responsibilities on the farm and I really got to make sure I'm taking care of all my animals. Husbandry is a big part of farming. If you can't invest in that, you shouldn't have a farm, right? So making sure that's my priority, but fitness is my life as well. So there's some days that if it's just, we've had times when it's over 100 degrees and I've got stuff I've got to do. I have chores on the farm. I've got a lot of hard work to do on the farm. It may mean that's my workout for the day. Every day isn't a ton of heavy lifting. It's not like I'm getting worn out.
It's a lot of back and forth.
A lot of back and forth, yeah. I mean, I might be on the tractor for an afternoon. That's not going to stop me from working out, right? Sure. I'm still able to, and a lot of times for me, my workouts are very mental for me as well. And I need it to get through the day. So a lot of times I need to get my workout in so that I can get back to doing my farm work as well. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing on the farm, and I'll show you in a little bit with one of the obstacle courses I built that I'm challenging you to today. Okay. That a lot of that is based around kind of functional movement that you're gonna be doing on a farm and things that we're able to do.
Farm fit.
Exactly. So I got 4 goats.
They're 4 goats.
Nigerian dwarf goats. That's Mama.
Can I touch Mama?
And then the other 3 are her kids.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Mama. That was a great jump, by the way, parkour. So, did you build all, how did you?
Some of it. Some of it was here when I bought the farm, but like I said, a lot of it was neglected. So it was a lot of repairs, a lot of stuff I had to get to, so.
Chicken laying egg?
Yep. So we got to get in there. We got a couple in there.
Oh, okay. So this is the real Easter egg hunt. Jeez, there's so many of them. Okay. There we go. That's a nice little harvest. How many eggs do you eat today?
How many do I eat?
Yeah.
About 7.
7. That's a respectable, appropriate amount.
The brown eggs are from these barred rocks, and then the red ones, the Rhode Island Reds you see running around. So we have blue Americanas that lay these, and then the Easter eggers lay the green ones. Like a barred rock, they're gonna lay more eggs throughout the year. Yeah. Right? So none of them are gonna lay 265, right? There's seasons, especially when it gets cold, where they don't lay as much.
Yeah.
But our Rhode Island Reds and Barred Rocks, those are good. They're good layers.
Well, that was goats and chickens.
Goats and chickens. We got to that part.
We still got, guys. We haven't even gotten to the crops and the
cows. Everyone's favorite part.
I saw on your page. You guys, you got to follow them on Instagram.
Carolina Fitness Farm.
Yeah, Carolina Fitness Farm. Give them a follow. Like, this is
Instagram and YouTube. Same handle. Over here is where we do our all of our big events.
That's pickleball.
Yep. So we pickleball, basketball. We have large space for our big fitness classes that we run out here.
Yeah. Private
events, that kind of stuff. So we got our 10-person sauna and cold plunge. If we got time, we'll hop in there today and have a little fun.
When you're like working outside all day long, a cold plunge will refresh you. Like,
it will refresh you, but man, aside from that, I mean, the benefits that I get from it, I talk to people all the time, like, what's the main reason you do a cold plunge? Because it makes me a better dad and a better husband.
Well, it makes you feel amazing.
It does, and that because of that, like, right, the selfish reason, I feel amazing. But you take it one step further, and what does that do to the people around me? If I feel amazing, I'm a better husband, I'm a better boss, I'm a better father. All those things that come in, that come with that is incredible.
This is one of those things where I know this guy knows what the hell he's doing when he's setting up an area. He's got rubber puzzle mats. He's got thicker rubber grids here. He's got 2 types of AstroTurf. He's got a pickleball court, and he's got asphalt. So when people are just like
everything
mono flooring, it's like you don't know what you're doing. But when people are like selective with their areas, I'm like, yes, that.
And then back here we got our sleds. Sleds, rowers, ski ergs, more turf.
So you guys can see the footage on the screen of the different classes and group workouts, and he's doing competitions here, and you got you should call it the Fit Farm Classic. So they just put the word classic on the end of it for no reason. It just makes it sound more prestigious. But you have something coming in October. Yeah, you're planning.
Yes. So we just announced yesterday we're doing our farm games. Farm games 2025. It's going to be farm-inspired fitness challenges. We have a few different events going on for our main event for it is our barn burner obstacle course. It's a farm-inspired sprint obstacle course. Yeah. So takes about 4 to 5 minutes to run it, but it kicks your ass, and it's a good time.
Can we hop up here and take a peek?
Yeah.
So you got like a sweat tent here.
Yep.
Is this I see you pulling wood out of buckets from that. Is this a wood burning tent?
Yes. So it's a wood burning stove.
Are these both cold plunges?
Both these, yeah. So this is my DIY plunge.
I got one. Me and my dad built a DIY, but I don't have a newer one. So it looks like this. It's like a big Yeti for the body.
Yeah. So it's just here. So I use one of our water troughs for my cattle.
Yeah.
And then but it's all inside. On the inside, it's all insulated, and I plumbed it in with a chiller.
Yeah.
So for this, the chiller. So the chiller's right there, but the chiller hasn't been working very well.
Okay.
So right now I use this one just for our larger events, right? So if we have a lot of people coming out, I'll fill this up, throw a bunch of ice on it, and keep adding ice during an event like that. But this is the main one that we use. Okay.
And this is, when did you get this one?
Just about a month ago.
A month ago?
Local guy here in town.
Really?
It's actually the Hot Tub Guy is his is the company name. He sells these, and it's actually a hot tub and cold plunge.
Oh, nice.
So you can switch it back and forth. I only use it for the cold plunge because we have our bigger hot tub.
Yeah.
But yeah, this gets down to 41, which is perfect for me.
41 is enough. I've noticed that between 32, and this is for anybody that's interested
between ice and
well, 32 is ice. You throw in salt and you're like, oh, it's as cold as possible. But I get the same results from like in the 40s compared to being in the low 30s, 39 and it's not as painful.
Yeah, I used to do 39.
Yeah.
That was like kind of my goal every time I was doing it. But when I got this, the lowest it goes is 41, but it maintains and it holds it at 41 really well. So when we've got a bunch of people coming through, I expected when I got it that it would start to climb up pretty quick. But because it's got a pretty powerful jet system in there as well, because it's also a hot tub, it circulates that water really well. And that's the other challenging part. Getting in an ice bath, you're able to build up that warm barrier, right, around your body. It's got jets blasting you and keeping that circulation going the whole time, so there's no reprieve. You don't get to build up any.
No. When water's moving in a cold tub, it's completely night and day difference. It's way harder. You could superset this with. He's got a garden back here.
So that's
you could be like, if you're really hot working outside, be like, I just need to flash cold, boof, come back out here, and you're like, oh, okay, you know.
So I harvested the corn that was back here.
Yeah.
So that's all cut back. We took out a bunch of our herbs. That's
wow,
like
that's some. I think this looks really good.
The cilantro held up well.
I suck at growing cilantro.
See, cilantro, we have tons of cilantro throughout here because it's a really good bug deterrent. Pumpkins here, like I said, a lot of them are starting to come back in.
Ooh, that is a big one right there.
I was able to save some of it, but again, the powder mildew, you can see a lot of it died off at that end.
Yeah.
This is asparagus. So asparagus, it takes a few years to grow it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's got to regrow back. So you'll see some of them have a thicker stalk and some of them don't. And someone I'm sure online is going to correct me on what I'm about to say here, because we are, like I said, still new to this. But we'll let this stay here year over year, and they'll start to come back thicker and thicker to where you can then harvest some of them. See, if you look at the stalks here, you can see down here, it looks like an asparagus that you would buy, right? That you would buy at the store. So some of these we did not harvest that we could have early on, but you cut them back before they get to this height, and that's what you actually eat.
I feel like gardening and bodybuilding have two things in common, particularly bodybuilding as opposed to other athletics, whereas you just keep putting in time. There's some instant gratification from the pump you get and how you feel after a workout, but like it's a long tail results. Like you look in the mirror like 4 years later, and when you don't think much is going on, you're like, oh wow, a lot has actually changed in my physique in the last year, 2, 3, 4 years, and you don't see those day by day. But it's one of those things where you're putting in the time and then you're getting paid back kind of in layers as you move forward in time. And
the amount you learn throughout that journey.
Yeah.
Right? And for us here, like that's been the biggest thing for us. We said, let's kind of go all in. Let's just plant everything.
Yeah.
And learn what's going to work for us. What do we actually enjoy harvesting?
Yeah.
That's a big thing for us next year. We're going to take out a lot of the stuff that we don't really use enough and put in more stuff that we use consistently, or more things that our community enjoys.
This potato.
This is sweet potato.
Yeah, I was going to say this looks like sweet potato.
Yep. So we're waiting. Typically, the leaves start to yellow a little bit to let you know that they're ripe and they're ready to grow. So
he's a big fan of sweet potatoes. Lee Haney, 8 times Mr. Olympia.
Oh yeah.
He loved them so much he actually created an entire supplement company based off sweet potato products.
Really? We plant onions. This one's actually ready.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yep. So this.
Is it ready?
Yep, this one's ready.
All right, let's through there. Damn, dude, you got some sage going on.
This is a lot of sage, yeah. So we had a little bit of disease get to this. You can see as well. It's starting to get to some of it, but most of it is still good. Not to say my wife loves sage.
What's she do with it?
So it's another one of those plants that's good for keeping bugs away.
Okay.
But then we'll dry it and burn it as well. This was a lot of our onion that we've already pulled. Got some garlic there.
Get some pepper plants.
Peppers, yep. So we got a lot of purple peppers that are ready to,
interesting.
ready to harvest right now.
Let's grab one, just so we can add it to the chicken egg basket. Yep. We got an onion, we got a bell pepper, we got a bunch of eggs, we got cilantro. We got
green peppers, red peppers.
Yeah, can I just say this? Someone in the comments is just going to be that guy. They'll be like, this guy needs to deadhead his basil. So please tell us why you haven't bothered with it, because it doesn't matter.
Because we're busy.
Because you're busy and you have all the basil you want. So he probably knows that, guys.
Yeah,
you don't need to say it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you pick your battles, right?
Yeah.
What do you have time for?
The bees seem to like it.
Bees love it.
Yeah.
We get a lot of bees here.
Bees are good, guys.
With the basil.
They help things grow really good.
Yep.
Have you guys heard of a trombino squash? I have not.
So they're delicious. You eat this part here. This is the most edible part. You slice it up just like, so I slice it up in chips.
Yeah.
And they're a lot more hardy than like a yellow squash.
Really?
Or a zucchini squash. Yeah. They held up really well when we had other issues with the mildew, the powdery mildew.
You plant from seeds or do you transplant?
Yep, seeds.
Okay.
Yep, we seeded it.
How do you water this?
So we have a sprinkler system here.
Okay.
That kicks on every morning.
Yeah.
And then, so I'll kick that on every morning, and then depending on the weather, I'll come out and I'll do some additional watering in the afternoons.
That one tripod sprinkler will cover the whole area?
Yep.
Some nice cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes. More sweet potatoes here. This was our random garden. We decided to. So we had some random stuff grow because we use our compost, and some of our compost had some seeds in it still from last year.
Oh,
squash and pumpkin and melon. Those 3 specifically.
I think a lot of people who watch these videos, including myself, I have the impression that you have everything figured out. You know everything,
exactly. Yeah.
And it's great to get in here and hear like, oh, he doesn't have drip irrigation set up. Oh. He's still troubleshooting things here and there, and he's going to have to try again next year. So guys, like a lot of times when you're trying to do these things or you just start, and then you don't know everything. You never do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, and we try to have that conversation too. There's there's so much to learn.
Yeah.
That you're not going to learn it if you don't try it, right?
Yeah.
I could spend all day watching YouTube videos and think I have it down, but until I start actually doing it,
right,
I'm not really going to learn that lesson. I'm not going to, like, there's things that you got to learn the hard way sometimes.
Exercise and fitness is the same way. People are always looking for, like, what's the perfect program? What's the science say? What is evidence? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, dude, I have learned so much more from just trying things and experience that I could have never learned if I was sitting there with FOMO and worrying whether I was making the right choice or not based on rep set schemes or whatever. It's just like, dude, you just keep trying.
Keep trying something new. I get a lot of people asking me advice on gardening and things like that. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't feel like I'm quite there yet.
Yeah.
I'm a year into this. I feel like we're doing okay, but we have a lot to learn. And then this is our Airbnb.
All right.
Back here.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of requests for people to come out. People come and stay if they want to come to our events on the weekends. But we've been getting requests for a lot of retreats and that kind of thing as well.
Wow.
So you come, you stay, and everything's included. The fitness side of things. You use the gym. You can use the course and all that.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. This is sweet.
Pretty simple, straightforward, but the real benefit, obviously, of the Airbnb here is the experience around it.
Oh yeah.
So this was a horse barn,
okay,
and now I kind of converted things for our cattle.
Yeah.
So here they are.
Hey, how's it going? You came right up to us. Juno, Bella, T-Bone, Jagger.
Connie's laying down over there.
Yeah.
She's their famous one.
See, you could lie to me and tell me that, oh, they came up to you because they feel good energy, or you could just give me treats. And be like, this is why they really came up to you.
Well, and she'll push everybody out of the way.
Here you go. There we go. There we go. You guys looking good. You guys are healthy. Look at them. They look great.
If you look at the ones with horns, those are our Scottish Highlands.
Okay.
They're more pets, right? People love to see them. They're more part of the tourist attraction of the farm. But I'm also breeding. So Juno here is pregnant. She'll be due in a few months. So I'll breed and sell the Highlands. And then if you look at the ones with the shorter hair, so you got Chuck back there, and T-Bone. They have their names for a reason.
I got you.
Okay, so these are our meat cattle. So the Dexter, they're similar to like a Black Angus, but they don't grow as big. And so both breeds, a lot of people like Dexter because they can be dairy or beef. We're just doing beef. And same thing with Highlands.
It's a lot easier than being with ostriches. Have you been with ostriches before?
Yeah. I had an uncle that raised them.
Yeah, they're crazy. Like you. You looking good. Look at you. Nice hairdo. Nice hairdo. Stylish. Growing it in. You ever get stabbed?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They'll get my attention from behind. They'll get me in the ribs with the horn all the time.
Oh, the ribs is not where you want them to get you.
Especially him. So he's our bull.
Okay.
And he's just coming into maturity, so he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive. I can just put a hand up and I've gotten to know their movements, so when they come up behind me, that's when I got to be careful.
Who's that?
Connie's my girl. So, that's Fiona.
Fiona, what are you doing over there?
So she is the loner. She's our newest Highland, and she's still young. She hasn't quite been accepted by the herd yet.
Oh, okay.
The biggest thing with them though is the kicks.
Ooh, okay.
They'll do a side kick sometimes.
So
if they feel startled.
You would rather have their face in front of you than their legs.
Well, yeah, and even it's more so to the side here, and that's only if they get startled, right? Yeah. They have a really hard kick to the side. And Bella, when I first got her, she used to get excited, and she would do this little friendly kick, like a fun little kick that she would get excited and start running, and kick off to the side. And she caught me in the side of the knee once. Just they're animals, right? They can be unpredictable, so you always gotta.
They're great. These are
beautiful,
beautiful animals. Man, you're a busy guy. There's a lot to.
I'll tell you what, though, they're great. I love raising cattle because they take work, but they're really easy. They really are.
How much room do you have for them here? It looks like...
So we got just under 15 acres total.
Yeah. But for them,
about half the property is our pasture. So from here all the way down to the road.
Okay, I got you.
You came up to the driveway, the whole left side is all pasture.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I got to split up into 4 pastures. So I'll rotate.
The mixed to-do list for Cody is like Monday, feed the cows. No, it'd be like, because you're running businesses online and you have to maintain your fitness and do all these things in family.
And people ask me, like, what's your daily routine look like? I'm like, usually I can tell you what my morning looks like.
Yeah.
That's about it. My kids, animals, breakfast. And then from then on, until I go pick up my kids or having dinner with the family, it's always different. You want to go check out the gym?
Yeah. Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, so we pretty much have the basic, you know, pretty much everything I need. I used to have, before I moved here, had a little bit bigger gym, and I kind of dialed it down to the stuff that I know I use a lot of.
Yeah.
So, you know, the power rack, definitely want as much leg equipment as I can. So the leg press, leg curl, leg extension. Like at my old place, I had a little bit bigger, a bigger setup for our home gym, and it was too much, right? And especially coming here, this is a little bit smaller space. I didn't want to build a whole nother building for it yet. So I was like, all right, let's dial it down a little bit and you know, put in the essentials, the most versatile pieces of equipment, and then the most specialized that I would use if it was gonna be a specialized piece, like my leg press and leg extension. Like there were certain things that I wanted to get rid of that well, there's a shoulder press machine that I didn't like. I didn't like the angle of the shoulder press. I think that was one of the reasons I got rid of that one. But also another piece that I prefer to do dumbbells on a lot of shoulder stuff and being a little bit, so especially when it comes to machines, I don't like being fixed in a fixed position for a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. But then there's certain things that I do, right? Like I've got a knee issue, so
oh yeah, you too, huh?
Yeah. And so there's certain pieces of equipment like a leg press that I like to have. I don't want to focus all my leg. I still like to squat and everything else, but having that where I can increase the weight a little bit more, put a little bit, and do a lot of time under tension type of stuff on the leg press.
Understood, yeah.
Works well for me that I can't get from something else.
For sure.
So it was really picking and choosing the equipment that I can only get this thing from that. A leg extension, it's hard to get that same thing from another exercise.
Well, you're a retired pro bodybuilder, retired pro bodybuilder. Bodybuilding, like you can build, in my opinion, a world-class upper body with free weights, dumbbells, cables, good. If you want like modern bodybuilder legs, you gotta have a leg extension machine. There's no way around it. What is your favorite piece in here?
Probably the cable stack because it's so versatile, right? I can do so much on this. I've got the lap pull down, the seated row. I've got a lot I can do on it.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I mean, I feel like that's a cop-out answer because of
not
different
at
things
all.
you can do on it. But any versatile piece of equipment like that, I mean, even the power rack, there's so much you can do on this as well that allows you to, you know, mix it into almost every workout. A power rack too is one of those things where it doesn't need to be top of the line.
No.
Right? There's lower end products that are extremely well built that just don't have a certain name on the side of it.
Yeah.
Right? So you can get away with saving a little bit of money by getting something a little bit more off brand or refurbished.
Right.
You can refurbish a piece of this equipment very easily. It's steel, they touch it up, they paint it, and it's like it was brand new. So there's a lot of stuff like that that you can get that makes it a lot more affordable.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to like a cable stack like this, that's a lot more difficult, right? The hard part about having this in a home gym is it takes up a lot of space and they're expensive.
Right.
Right. So that piece is a little bit, if I was going to start up a home gym again, this is the first piece I would start with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's no reason why someone should not have some workout equipment in their home. If you live with your parents in like a tiny room in the back of the house, you should still have something, a barbell and some plates stacked up in the corner that you can take out and go to like a cul-de-sac or something that's abandoned. I used to do that growing up. There's no reason why you shouldn't have some exercise equipment.
Absolutely. So even when I do get the bigger, I put in the other barn for the indoor gym side, I'm not going to get more equipment. What you were saying with space, I feel like this is the perfect amount of equipment that I need than having more indoor space, right? Because all my space that I do outdoor, everything I need space for, I do outside.
Yeah.
I've got the whole area down there. I've got the pasture here where I do a lot of my outdoor stuff, you know, with sleds or, you know, with your acrobatics and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It would be, that's what the rest of that space would be used for.
You've been training for probably your whole life, huh?
As an athlete, yeah, I was an athlete. I really got into fitness post-college. And that's when I started becoming a trainer, really got into fitness and started studying. I was kind of traveling around the country, lost, didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Picked up a buddy that went on a road trip with me. He brought his personal training book that he was going to start studying. So I started picking that up and started reading it. I was like, you know, maybe I'll get certified. And that was my first introduction into the business side of fitness years ago. And so I got just certified as a trainer and then started working at some small gyms and eventually just opened up my own training business and teaching boot camps at the park and training in people's apartments, you know, really started kind of bootstrapping it that way and slowly built from there. And then I eventually opened up down in Charleston. I opened my gym. I had a couple fitness studios. I expanded, opened up I was opening one in Charlotte, and then I sold that business prior to buying this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So did that for Had that gym for those studios for about 8 years.
Okay. What was happening in your life and where did you go start to have these ideas of doing something like this on this scale?
So family was a big part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'd adopted our daughter, had a 5-year-old son at the time. And when I started considering selling the business, I was really trying to figure out, the business was consuming me, right?
Okay.
Like I felt like I wasn't home enough. It was taking a toll on my marriage. It was keeping me from my kids too much. And the scale that we were growing, the next step was going to be, potentially franchising or opening, more corporate owned around the country. So I had been traveling a lot, looking for potential markets. And at that time I was like excited about it, but then I had that contradicting feeling when I would get home. I'm like, I'm missing stuff here. And so when the opportunity came up to sell the business, that was one of the things that really weighed heavy on me. And it was like, all right, if I'm going to do this, what is going to be the next step? And where I was at in Charleston, we loved our place down there, but it didn't feel like home where I wanted to raise my family, right? And that's what I was really going to try to invest a lot into, was time with my family and really make that the main focus on this next decision that I was going to make. So I knew I wanted to kind of get back to my roots. I grew up in the country, on a farm for a little while. My best friend had a farm that I spent a lot of time on, and I was like, that's kind of how I want to raise my family. So I started just kind of keeping my eyes open. Yeah. I traveled back and forth from Charleston to Charlotte, and this is right outside Charlotte. So I'd stopped through this area a couple times to get food on my way out of Charleston. And then I started heard great things about the area, this amazing school system. And so I was like, I wonder what kind of properties available. And I started looking, in this property, in the proximity to Fort Mill and Charlotte would just seem perfect, right? Like I knew if I'm going to do something here, it's not far from everything. And if I was going to convince my wife to leave our property in Charleston and buy a farm with me, it had to be somewhat close to things happening. It had to be close to a city that we enjoyed, and we loved Charlotte. So we were already traveling into Charlotte doing stuff anyways, all the way from Charleston on some things. So I was like, this is, 30 minutes outside the city, perfect.
Right.
And so I was able to convince her on my birthday to come take a look at the property. That's the only reason. It's the only reason I was able to get her to come.
You did it on your
She
birthday.
was like, I said, let's go to Charlotte for the weekend for her birthday. She's like, sure, it's your birthday, whatever you want to do. Like, great, please. We're going to stop on the way. I'm going to show you something. And she was like, oh boy.
Oh, you can't say no on my birthday.
That's right. So
I want a farm, babe.
So I fell in love with the property. She fell in love with the house. We were here for 20 minutes, and she was like, I love it.
There we go.
And it was a chef restaurateur lived here before us. He remodeled the whole thing, so it's got a chef's kitchen, and they did a beautiful job inside. So I didn't know it was going to be what it is now, but I saw opportunity, what I could build here and what I could create. And I like the creation side of things. Like that's really important to me. That like every business that I've opened, like I really thrive in the portion of growing and building that business, and that excited me about what was here. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
I appreciate that.
You've done something I've never seen, and goals. Straight up for me, goals. So
well, you've obviously accomplished amazing feats on your end as well. So to be able to impact that many people through fitness and the lifestyle that we're living and everything that we're doing here, I'm hoping to be able to move in that direction to be able to share what we're doing with more people.
That's an amazing message. So much respect, Cody. So much respect. Thank you so much for this tour.
Thank you so much.
Let's
have some fun.